Okay, I am live. Let's see here. Excited about this live that I'm doing. I'm going to start to get into more lives as much as I can here. I do enjoy them. So if you're joining us, thanks so much for being on today. Appreciate that. And today I'm going to talk about network marketing. So might trigger some people, might not, but I just want to talk about it since I've been in it for many, many years. So again, if you're just joining us, thanks so much for being on. I'm going to get right into it here in just a few seconds. So if you are joining us, thanks so much for being on. Just go ahead and comment, and we'll just give it a few more seconds, then I'll get right into it. So again, thanks so much for being on and watching today. I know we're on some of my Facebook pages and my YouTube page, but I wanted to bring this to you because I was thinking the other day how much the industry has changed my life. So I want to talk about, does network marketing actually really work? And I think a lot of the country, especially if we're talking about like America, I don't know the actual statistics, I don't have them in front of me, but how many people in actual America have done like network marketing or tried it and then maybe didn't like it because they didn't have a lot of success. Well, I actually kind of was born into it. And I never really doubted it because I've seen my mom do so well in the 80s. In fact, I have some pictures of Mary Kay Ash that I grew up with when she was alive. So I kind of always knew it worked. And then later on in college, and I don't know how many of you have ever read this book. I don't know if you're readers, but in fact, a lot of books are being held, or actually, a lot of books are here holding up my camera right now. But I love books. I love to read. My favorite toy as a kid was a book. And Robert Kiyosaki, some of you probably have heard of this author. He came out with the book, The Business of the 21st Century. The Business of the 21st Century was talking about how network marketing will be the business of the 21st century. And then I also researched getting outside of America, getting outside of my comfort zone, looking at places like Japan, looking at places like South Korea, and really all of Asia, and how massive, massive network marketing is. And it's like a household thing, and people treat it dead seriously. So if people in Asian countries are in network marketing, they don't just part time it, they don't just wing it, they go full time and they treat it dead seriously. So at the end of the day, whether it's network marketing or being a real estate agent or being a social media influencer, if you want to have success in anything in life, I'm going to give you some things that I've learned in 17 years and doing something that I'm doing now that really will propel your career. And the one thing I will state for the record, not that this is a bragging tip or a brag, I guess it's a little bit of a bragging right for me, but I've never not had success. I've been the type of person that I've been in now with three companies, then retired in 2 years, 2 years ago. And then recently, I'm working on a project right now that's massive, the biggest thing I've ever done. And I've been doing it for a month and already hit some top positions there. So anything I've done in the industry, I've never failed at. And there's a reason. So I actually wrote down the reasons why I've never failed. And now I'm not saying I haven't had failures, but the whole bottom line is I'm a college dropout. So if I can do it, you can do it. So I want to really relay this information to all of you because I think so many of us want the same thing. What do we all want? We want financial freedom, right? We want financial freedom, but I think more importantly, what we want is time freedom. So I put down the first thing that this is going to be interesting to see your reaction is you have to have the it factor. Okay. And I'm going to talk about what I mean by this. It's not what you think. It's not like you got to be good looking and you got to be tall and you got to be skinny or you got to be muscular. Or you just have to you have to have 100,000 followers or nothing like that. Okay. But I will say you do have to have the it factor. Now, you can develop the it factor. That's the good news. And I broke down what does it take? What's the foundation it takes for you to be successful in network marketing, for you to have massive momentum, for you to be financially free? It comes down to really three things. It's the core foundational thing to have the it factor, because I certainly didn't have the it factor on the outside in 2004. So 2004 is when I started network marketing. I was broke. I was homeless. I had no money, had no job, I had no car. But I knew inside, maybe not on the outside. On the outside, I had nothing. But on the inside, I had everything. I had these three things. Number one, I had a burning desire. So if you look at your life right now, whatever you do professionally, do you have a burning desire? And if you do, and I'm sure you do, what is it for? What is that burning desire that you possess for right now? Is it for wealth? Is it for more time freedom? Is it for more just less work? Maybe you have a burning desire to work less. Maybe you have a burning desire to set up assets in life where you don't have to work as hard and you're in the retirement years. Maybe you have a burning desire to add value to people. Maybe you have a burning desire to get on social media more and do your videos and actually post and have your own brand. Maybe you have a burning desire to run a company one day. Maybe you have a burning desire to be known, to be a leader, to people following you. Maybe that's a burning desire. So whatever it is, I want you to write that down or think about it. What is the burning desire of your life right now on a professional level? I want you to think about that. And the cool thing is network marketing aligns with probably all of it, where you can actually build something from scratch, a low cost to join. Everyone in the world can afford it. And it could be revolutionary products that you actually can consume or services. And if you pick the right company, which not a lot of companies are good, you can really set yourself up, especially in the timing of it, for the rest of your life. Just like if you got in the beginning of crypto or the beginning of Tesla or different stocks that really blew up. So what we do is we call that first mover's advantage. So, but it starts with, what do you want? What is the burning desire in your heart, first and foremost? Then you start searching and finding something that just makes that most sense, that's in alignment with what you want. Now, the second thing is, once you find that, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. But again, very few people do what I'm about to tell you. That's why very few people have the it factor, which is work ethic. Okay. So you look at people like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson is a movie star. Dwayne Johnson is a wrestler. Dwayne Johnson owns his own tequila company. Dwayne Johnson also owns his own energy drink company. Dwayne Johnson but he has a huge stake in Under Armour and probably 100 other businesses that we don't know about. Tom Brady, he owns a lot of businesses, but he's also an NFL quarterback. These guys work, okay? You have to figure out what you're in line with if you want whatever you want, your burning desire, and then get to work. And that's the easy part. From my point of view, I love to work hard in the boundary of my work schedule. I don't work 24/7. Screw the kids, screw the family. I'm all work, 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 work. Now, sometimes I've probably been like that, but I've learned lessons that I can't do that. Okay, but I love the fact that I love work in the past years, and I want you to feel that too, that you love what you do, and there's not enough hours in the day because you just love it so much. Now, the number three thing under the it factor, again, burning desire, you have to be willing to work. And you got to just be coachable. So network marketing does work for people that actually work the business. And the only way that you're going to work the business, and I've seen this a lot, and I've even seen this recently with people where they really have the it factor, but they don't even know it. But the problem with people that don't even know it is they give up too easily. So they'll prospect for a week, or they'll prospect for 2 weeks, and they'll get no's and they'll get some rejection, and then they quit. So the third thing is being coachable. So you have to have a system in place that you're being coached on. And I always love sports, because if you look at Michael Phelps, who won 19 gold medals, or the Michael Jordans, and the people out there, they had to be coached. Like Michael Jordan did just come out mother's womb and ready to go, let's do this, and jump out of the gym. There was a work ethic there. Of course, there was a coachable build. There was a learning curve, if you will. So we all are going to have learning curves in network marketing. Just like if I sign up for real estate agent, we're all going to have a learning curve. So my thing is, network marketing works for people that are patient. Network marketing works for people that get good coaches, and I guess we call them uplines in our industry. But if you're blessed, that's what you should really look for. You should look for great products, great timing, and great leadership. And when I say great leadership, I don't mean they're successful, but they have massive egos and they're narcissistic and all they care about is themselves. I'm talking about people that serve. I'm talking about people that communicate. I'm talking about people that want to go above and beyond for their organizations. And that's what makes a great owner of a sports team. It's what makes a great quarterback, is they're watching all that extra videos of their opponents, even when they can easily go home. That's what makes the Peyton Mannings of the world so successful, because they consumed information and stayed late and got up early and just did that through their work ethic and coachability, and their burning desire to be the greatest that they possibly can be. So the reason I want to make this live, because I'm going to make many more lives at least once a week about the industry that I love, that I grew up in, that has made me the man that I am today, has given me a skill set that I can be good at sales. And some people are like, oh, sales,
sales is bad. Let me tell you something about sales. There's only two types of people on this planet: people that are being sold, or people that know how to sell. And I'm not talking about snake oil salesmen. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to go sell. I don't want to offend anybody, because there's probably people watching this on the replay. But for me, I probably would never sell cars or sell, I mean, let's say used cars. Let's just say sell cars that I know that don't work, but I'm selling. I never want to sell something that doesn't work. I never want to sell like a timeshare. That's crap. Okay. That's not right. If I'm going to sell anything, I have to believe in it. But at the same time, I still might be learning about it, but I'm still believing in it, or I already seen the results for it. That's just it. That's just a transfer of enthusiasm. So some people will say, well, I'm not good at I hate salesmen. I'm not good at sales. You're getting sold every day. If you're married, and again, you probably heard this, if you're married, you're the greatest salesman in the world, because you had to sell somebody on marrying your butt. Okay. And vice versa, right? If you have children, you're the greatest salesman, because you have to sell them to be quiet so that you can have some alone time or quiet time, or you can just have some peace and quiet time. You're constantly selling. You're constantly manipulating. Now, manipulation is not always bad. I can say, son, don't go in the road because you can get killed. That's like manipulating him to not run in the road. It's not always a bad thing. But ethically, I've always wanted to be a part of something that's the greatest thing, that could be potentially an amazing thing, or working towards that. And that's what really a great network marketing company has, is they got great vision, great people, great leadership, and the timing of it is incredible. And people are really coming together and building a culture, and there's no egos. Now, there's a healthy ego maybe of competing within yourself, but there's not a negative ego of jealous of everyone else's success. And that's also found in the industry, but it's also found in any industry. So if you're contemplating and looking into a company, if you're looking into something that you do want to make financial freedom, and someone's trying to sell you and they're saying that this could do this and do that, being successful myself in 17 years, I would just caution you in a good way, and to be like, look, if you are going to do this, are you really going to have the it factor in this? Are you really going to become coachable? Are you really going to have a burning desire long term, not just in 2 weeks? Are you really, if someone rejects you, are you going to give up so easily? And if you do, then you need some healing around that. You need some energy healing around that. You need some coaching around the fact that you've been given up so quickly over the past many, many years, and you've tried all companies, but you've never had success because you give up as soon as you hear a no. But we know that successful people will do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. And successful people will get many, many no's. Successful, people get the girl, okay, meaning they maybe had to go through a lot of no's to get the yes, okay, that led to the first date, that led to the marriage. So just because you're getting a no, just because people maybe not want to join whatever, that's okay. All leadership is an invitation to join you. All leadership is hey, join the train. If you want to come on, great. If not, I'm not going to sit here and beg you. I'm not going to sit here and just kind of manipulate you for hours or try to convince you, but I will do my best job of showing you. Leaders go the way, show the way, know the way. So if I'm a leader, I know the way, I'm going to show the way, and I'm going to go the way, meaning I live my life in an example, meaning I do what I say I'm going to do. And I possess the burning desire. I'm coachable to my coach, and not just always try to be the coach. There's a lot of life coaches out there that aren't coachable. They just want to do the coaching, give great advice, but never actually follow their own advice. And I've probably done that in my past many times too, because it's easy to do, right? It's easy to do. But what I'm most focused on is being the product of the product, being someone that loves what I do, inviting the right people on the journey. If some come, if not, some, but they will probably eventually, because fear of loss is a real thing. So once you have something very good and you're on that path and you actually are kicking butt, and I've met so many people in this industry that really became multimillionaires, and just totally changed their life. I've known pastors that literally went from making 30 to 40,000 a year to now making 30 to 40,000 a week, that now are starting their own churches. I know recently I met a gentleman who literally he's been in the industry for years, but he's now building a whole gymnasium in honor of his dad in his hometown. And no one in that area could afford it, and he just said, I'll do it, because of network marketing. So there's amazing stories that you don't even know. There's some underground stories that are not always on social media that people have made millions. In fact, Jim Dornan, who passed away, was best friends with John C. Maxwell. And I was mentored by him when I was early 20s. And I would go to his house at the Country Club of the South in Atlanta, Georgia, and be mentored by the one and only Jim Dornan, who was in the top 5 in the world of income earners in the world. So I've had the pleasure of being introduced to some of the biggest names in the world and multi-millionaires and even a billionaire. In fact, I was mentored by a billionaire, Paul J. Meyer, in my early 20s and been to his ranch when he was alive. And he was in network marketing. So he owned a piece of the legal company that I was a part of, and I was in his downline, and he was a billionaire. So, and the billionaires even own network marketing companies. So I would just say it works if you work. People do make real money, but you have to have the it factor. And and anyone can have the it factor, but you have to do those 3 things that I just outlined. And if you're not willing to do them, then network marketing is not for you. And you can maybe go get another job or something maybe that you can maybe get a salary in, which is totally fine. And that's nothing wrong with that, but you will be capped. You're never going to get that financial freedom, or at least the time freedom to go travel and go vacation and take a month off if you want to, if you have to, be tied into a 9 to 5. So I just encourage you, if you really want to take your life to the next level, like I said, I've been retired for 2 years, but I came out of retirement about a month ago. I haven't gone public about it, but there's something unbelievable I've never even seen before in my life. And I've been hit up with that kind of pitch before, and I get it. But for me, I'm a pretty smart guy. I've never failed in network marketing. And I just hit one of the top positions in a month with this company. So I love to talk to the right person that really wants to get positioned on the top of an organization in all of North America before everyone has even heard of this company. And it's not even a startup. So it came actually from Europe. So with that said, I'm excited about it. I'm like revved up. I thought I'd never do it again, but I appreciated it. It was great. This is one of the 3 businesses that I own, but man, it is exciting to actually be active again. It's exciting to see rank advancements and people winning and people congratulating each other. It's exciting to add value and also do other things too, and not just only this. So with that said, looking for that person that really wants that mentorship, that wants to be coached, that wants to really work at something and really has a burning desire, but is not just BSing. They actually really have the BD instead of the BS, meaning burning desire, but not just the BS, never mind, I changed my mind, 3 days later. So that's who I'm looking for to mentor. That's who I'm looking for to position on top of a multi-million-dollar organization in the near future, and something that Olympic athletes are on, something that is massive in Europe and Moscow and Russia, and something that now is just forming in North America. So with that said, I appreciate it. I love the industry. It's changed my life. It's made me who I am today in my skills, having the skills to pay the bills kind of thing. And it really will change you. It really will help you and introduce you to some people that are just incredible leaders, especially if you join the right company and with the right people. So with that said, God bless. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, thanks so much for watching.